Resident Evil 2 is like a dream that you thought was impossible, but hey, here we are. The original game was released in 1998 as a successor to the iconic 1996 Resident Evil, the survival horror icon that paved the way of modern gaming. The sibling is part of the original, often called trilogy, it being the original Evil, the sequel, and Resident Evil 3, or what remains of it. A lot of people love Resident Evil, especially the 2002 iconic remake, which in the eyes of many remains the best entry in the franchise to ever be. Obviously skipping analysis of Code Veronica and Zero, Resident Evil 2 is what the world needed before the year 2000. In the past, I thought that Resident Evil 3 is the next installment that takes place after 2, but it actually takes place at roughly the same time. I never understood this movement, but I guess numerical games do not have to follow the rules. In the last weeks, I dreamt of playing the original Resident Evil 2 on PC, a nice screen and the old vibes. However, I decided to try it on PlayStation 5. I guess the Japanese grotesque cover won me over. I was always a fan of the Japanese marketing. I can drop by that my favorite cover for RE4 is the European one. I am in love with the fact that the team behind RE2 took their time with the game and redid it, tailored to the most potent ideas. The was-to-be Resident Evil 2 took place at a typical police station in a city, and the original characters were Grant Bittman for Leon and Elsa Walker for Claire. The story was a little simpler, and the game started with the police officer already working for RPD, and Elsa was a local college student. This was later changed to the original characters, so Resident Evil 1.5 was developed up until like 70% of the game. Then the changes happened and we received Resident Evil 2 with Leon S. Kennedy, Ada Wong, Claire Redfield, Sherry Birkin, a mutated scientist, A and B scenarios, and a gameplay design that is praised until today. Zombies and liquors. I present to you
Resident Evil 2.
Well, what can I say? The game rocks. The story goes differently depending on which scenario you choose, A or B. There are changes in gameplay, things that you did in Leon A, for example, have consequences in Claire B, and vice versa. Also, the story canon may change, but a certain canon remains anyway. While Leon arrives to Raccoon City for his first day on a job as a local police officer, Claire finds herself biking to Raccoon in search of her brother, Chris Redfield, that was introduced in the original entry. As Leon enters the city, he can observe many zombies and runs from them, thus meeting Claire, whom both try to enter the station. The remake does it differently because they enter a gas station and then head to the city. Locations and minor canon is changed throughout the remake, however it should not be an issue. After navigating the mid-apocalyptic streets and alleyways of the zombie-forsaken town, Leon and Claire separately find a way to the RPD through the front gate or the side entrance. Upon entering the main hall, Leon observes something wrong with the place. It's silent, creepy, and seems to be blocked off. He rushes to a person in need of help in the east hallway, an officer named Elio, and is unable to save him from the horde of zombies that is ultimately stopped by a collapsible barrier. In the original version, Leon finds Marvin, a lieutenant in the West office who tells our protagonist to get out of there while he still can. Being a hero that he is, Leon tries his best to help Marvin, but has to go for now to find a way out. Back to the remake, after collecting a notebook from the killed Elio that has pictures of how to leave the station, we go back to the main hall and are rescued by Marvin, who's hurt by a zombie.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
From here, the story is quite similar, as we must make our way through the iconic west hallway and find a blue key that will open some doors for us. In the original entry, a liquor is on the ceiling and we must try to escape it. In the remake, we go up to the 3rd floor and back down to Marvin. He informs us that Claire is by the gate to the building.
There you are. Come here. Take a look.
Yes! I knew she'd make it.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the 2nd floor. East side.
I'm on it.
We go to the east area via 2nd floor and witness a helicopter crash into the wall just outside of our corridor. This situation is not really explained in the remake, however in the original version, a cop was ready to be picked up from the outside area on 2nd floor, but as zombies attacked him, he shot the helicopter down, thus causing the crash. In the alpha version, it was again different, because a helicopter crashed next to Leon because of an incapacitated pilot. After this, we meet Claire again, or Leon if we play as Chris's sister.
Hey! Leon?
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay!
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How are you doing? That helicopter just came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
After a quick chat, we go back to the concrete nightmare. We try to contact Marvin, but to no avail. We find bolt cutters, the Resident Evil hallmark, and enter the blocked off east hallway door. We are able now to enter the east office, and after killing off some zombies, we get the east hallway fuse to open the barrier at the door. This opens the eastern part of the building to us, excluding the chief's area. In order to find a way out, we must collect 3 medallions to put into engravements in the goddess statue: Lion, Unicorn, and Maiden. Lion seems easy enough, that is located in the main hall. The Unicorn is just by the library, accessible via 2nd floor hallway or the 3rd floor storage room. And the last one is trickier because it is kept behind bars in the 3rd floor storage and requires us to find 2 parts of a detonator and set it off. After we explode the bars, we may collect the emblem, but must face a licker, a mutated zombie that underwent further miscreation due to exposure to the T-virus. It's fast, blind, and can attack midair with its tongue and claws. We may run at the back of it, use a flash grenade, or just strafe it if we can. Upon placing all 3 medallions in their places, a hidden passageway will open and we will ask Marvin to accompany us, but he will refuse the offer due to his ongoing infection, being bitten by Brad Vickers, and we will go down alone.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out. Lieutenant Branna! Marvin! It's time to go. Hey, Marvin. We need to get you to a hospital right now.
No, save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
Go!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. You just can...
It's too late.
In the original game, we go down to the waste disposal and areas like the parking lot and prison and navigate the floor to go back up. In the 2019 release, we meet Ada Wong, an assumed FBI agent that is looking for her informant, Ben Bertolucci, whom I play in a Polish ongoing localization of Resident Evil 2 Remake. We find Ben locked in the prison cell for being an ass to Umbrella, the evil corporation behind the nightmare. He's killed by a bioweapon and we must find a way out. To do this, we have to get a card that will open a gate.
I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. Shit. It's coming. What? What's coming? Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Hey, you need this! Just get me the fuck out of here!
Our mission now is to restore power by collecting 2 power panel parts, one in the clock tower and one in the B1 room. We can grab one part and go back up to find ourselves in a murderous east hallway that has a very pretty save room. By the way, in a remake playing on hardcore, we can use ink ribbons to save our game. Isn't that cute? We can now unblock the east hallway other barrier and connect to the early hallway. After we're back at the actual station, things are a bit different. There are more zombies. Even though we barricaded some windows, there are more lookers, especially in the Adored by Me west area. And we can now crank up the barrier for the further east side by the chief's office on 2nd floor. When we reach floor 3, we find a ladder that takes us to the place where the helicopter crashed. Upon finding a way around the machine, we meet Mr. X.
Jesus Christ!
This tyrant is a bioweapon that will terrorize us up until the late sections of the game. He's local. He was developed right underneath our feet in the Umbrella Lab. There are a total of 6 of them being dropped in Raccoon City in hopes of killing off all evidence of the virus, and there are even some special takes on this.
You shitting me?
There is one more threat that haunts the area, and the threat is a daddy. William Birkin, a head Umbrella researcher and the father of Sherry, injected himself with the G-Virus to stop the corporate mercenaries from stealing his work and detaining him. We meet him periodically 3 to 5 times throughout the game, depending on who we play. The first time is in the underground machinery, where we can find Sherry or just meet Birkin as Leon. It was way easier if Sherry just appeared at the station. Our mission remains: find the other power panel part, which is located in the clock tower that is missing a cog. We find a lever that allows us to reach east area 3rd floor, and after some machine work, we find a part. We go down to the prison block and get the parking garage card, but Mr. X ambushes us in the garage. Ada helps us and we finally leave the station.
This is getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game. Nothing dies down here.
We enter the sewers and try to find Annette Birkin, wife of William and Sherry's mother. She is trying to assess the situation caused by the use of the G-virus in a whole operation. Ada is not an agent. She is a mercenary that was hired by Wesker, Star's captain and villain, to retrieve a sample for his experiments. Annette knows this and flees the scene, shooting at Leon and the spy.
You'll never get the G-virus!
After Leon wakes up, he enters the sewers and must find switches to save Ada, who was knocked out. We fight another mutation of Birkin and head with Ada to the tram. This is the part where it is different in the 1998 version. In the original, we go through the sewers to the vacant factory that has beautiful moonlight and an operating room for Claire. We enter a marshalling yard and head down to the lab. After reaching the lab entrance, we must update our keycard to enter the east area as well as the west area. A new enemy appears, Ivy in 1998, or a vegified zombie in a remake, which is hard to kill unless you have a flamethrower. We obtain the G-virus sample that is lost to the eternal abyss of the below and try to save Ada from falling to her death or just being shot by Annette.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes two of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample when we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
As I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you,
Look, I'm just doing my job.
and I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
No one gets that sample now. Forget it.
Shut up, I've got you.
It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
Anyway, she survives by canon law. After we leave, we face Birkin or Mr. X and grab a train going out of the lab's self-destruct sequence initiative. When Raccoon City is sterilized and our heroes emerge unscathed somehow, Leon swears to take down Umbrella for good, which happens by taxes. There are some survivors, but a lot of innocent lives die that day, and the story isn't over yet. I like how Resident Evil 2 tells you a story without it being obvious. Yes, there's zombies and tyrants, but it all has style. For instance, the Raccoon City police station, known simply as RPD, is located in a building that served as a museum. It has a clock tower, exponents, and many secret rooms like the room next to the main hall. I fell in love with this game. As a person whose first Resident Evil game was Village, I am quite different from a lot of fans. I knew that Resident Evil existed, but never really looked that much into it. I might have been aware of the original trilogy and the movies and spin-offs, but until 2023 I had not poured myself into this franchise. I can remember in May of 2023 setting myself the biggest and most ambitious goal of my life. Watch the 2.5-hour Resident Evil All You Need to Know video from the YouTube channel Suggestive Gaming. It felt like I needed to know I tried to watch this video so many times, probably at midnight more times than not, and fell asleep after like 20 minutes. I watched majority of that video, yet I do not need that anymore, for I learned so much about Resident Evil throughout the 1 year. Beforehand, my favorite series was Outlast, especially 2 because I just love that creation. It changed in 2021 when, during the pandemic, I was making sandwiches for myself for breakfast one day during college at home, and I had YouTube open on my phone. I saw PewDiePie's Resident Evil Village part, probably 5 in my feed. I clicked it, and after a minute, I quit. Having in mind that I love him, I was like, okay, let's give this a try. I clicked again, and I think the part was more raw boss fight. It's quite boring for me, I clicked off. I started eating, and after being unable to find something to watch, I searched the video and entered again. This time it was way better because, I don't know, I rewinded and watched a different part that was so different and that the game interested me a bit. Another day, I put on PewDiePie Village Part 1 on a living room TV, and I will forever love the stream intro. I watched the whole series, I think it was 6 parts.
Let's see how special you are.
I still love it today. Then I watched it at Jacksepticeye's and Gab Smolders's. I played it and then tried 7. I never really liked how 7 works as a game. I didn't like the setting and the music was so non-Resident Evil. I saw it as a desperate need to fill in all possible industry holes. I love how Village seems to enchant me. Then I played Resident Evil 2, 3 and 4. After I finished 2 Remake, I uninstalled the game and was like, okay, never again. And it became my favorite game for a year. Then I switched to liking 4 the most. It's a hard call. I can never decide which game is better, but hearing that RE2 music, visiting those handcrafted, immaculate locations, seeing how well the game is made, makes me fall in a special kind of love with 2. Please allow me to show you some of the score. I love the main hall theme and the in front of the RPD score, and the safer music is divine in its own magical way. The Star's Office music takes me to heaven, and the eerie corridor theme shows how unpredictable life can be. The theme for Mr. X, the sewer's ambience, and we cannot forget the original Vacant Factory music. It takes me. Songs like Battle Theme when fighting G4, with the opera going insane on top of a newly abandoned psycho hospital with horns and trumpets is truly unforgettable. The screams of zombies is haunting. I can remember not being able to fall asleep for a longer time because I played with ambient sound. I can really remember the wild scream of that zombie woman on the street when we start Get to RPD segment.
This is out of control.
Seeing those hands trying to grab you is just beyond uncomfortable. There are many ways zombies can surprise you. Playing on shadows, corners, speed of movement, how they can suddenly grab your foot and start worshipping your feet, or launch at you from the ground if you walk by them. If you kill them and their head pops off, their body can fall on you, causing your character to push the dead undead off you. This game physics makes for a really full experience. Resident Evil 2 is a game that everyone should play. Whether you choose it to be a Game Boy, a Tamagotchi, PS, Xbox, PC, your calculator, or your grandma's ass, give it a try. It will take you to the world of terror, the unknown, and amazing surprise. The game offers 3 difficulty levels. First, Assisted helps you aim and offers a very relaxed, calm approach to help you immerse in a game. The other one, Standard, is a standard experience with regular enemies and challenge. The last one, Hardcore, is the one that sinks to the past. It requires ink ribbons to save your game, and you find a safe place, which happens to be a typewriter, and then you may save. I played all of them, and each of these is interesting. A lot of people lean towards Leon when it comes to character choosing. Not only is he the first character in the menu to pick, but Leon is also the most clouty character in the franchise. Personally, I must say, nonetheless, that Leon's story is more immersive. He does not have to run after and take care of a 8-year-old girl. He does not have adoption dialogues with Annette, and he has a better reason to be in Raccoon City. Maybe because he was always a planned character, a police officer. Claire was made just because Chris exists, and Elsa just came by via accident. I know she was a college student, but her story feels more made up. I think the team just put more creation into making Leon. I love Claire, but I love Leon. Raccoon forever. Do you ever have this feeling when you just love something so much that you completely immerse yourself in it, losing track of the other reality? I do. Resident Evil is more than just a big franchise. It creates new grounds and sets experiences. With the forthcoming of 9, which is said to resemble 2, I think we await great things. I think there has not been greater time to immerse yourself in the city of Raccoon from 1998 or 2019 for that matter, and try to feel what it was like back then, to be able to solve the mystery that the great comeback will bring. I love how RPD is made. I wish a Out of Outbreak map is released. There is so much beauty and passion in that building. The statues, the paintings, floors, and deco on the walls, the plan, and its magnificence is very impressive. Have fun with the guns. I really love the mag. Claire's guns are okay, but I don't like the grenade launcher. The part with Ada is kinda weaker, but at least she has a nice dress. I love how the costumes work, with Noir being one of my favorites, and I actually really like the casual lately. With mods, there's so many more options. Please try this gem and I'm sure you will enjoy. Thank you for being here and I hope you enjoy Resident Evil. I don't want to spoil the future of this planet, but Village might be the next entry here. No one knows. Have a great day. Remember.
You'll never get the